They told him to obey the rules or face the consequences. But John never expected that one small act in his backyard would spark a battle that would topple the most ruthless HOA president this neighborhood had ever seen. This is the story of David versus the HOA and how the system that controlled everything finally got what it deserved. John and Sarah were the picture of suburban happiness. A modest home, manicured lawns, and neighbors who seemed normal. But behind those perfect fences lurked rules so strict, breaking them even unknowingly could cost you thousands of dollars. Welcome. Please review the neighborhood guidelines carefully. Any violations will be addressed immediately. Little did they know, this well-dressed man with a clipboard wasn't here to welcome them. He was here to enforce fear. Sarah had one simple idea. Plant a small vegetable garden. Something joyful? Something normal? But in this neighborhood, normal wasn't allowed. That garden violates our guidelines. Remove it immediately, or we will fine you. Fines. Threats. And this was only the beginning. The couple felt their freedom shrinking under the weight of the HOS iron grip. John refused to back down. He spent nights reading every local ordinance, every HOA document. That's when he found that their power wasn't absolute. In fact, the HOA had violated key rules about notice and registration. They were overstepping and he could prove it. Knowledge was his weapon, and he was about to wield it. At the next board meeting, John and Sarah walked in like storm clouds. The room, once comfortable for the HOA president, turned icy. John laid out the evidence. The HOA had no legal standing. Every fine they'd issued, every threat they could be challenged. The president's smug smile faltered. Every eye in the room was on him. Minutes stretched like hours. The once untouchable president looked vulnerable, cornered. And he knew it. Word spread fast. Financial mismanagement, overreach, and threats caught up with him. His personal life unraveled. The very rules he enforced so rigidly became the chains that crushed him. Fines were challenged. Assets were seized. The neighborhood he ruled with fear started laughing at him. In his attempt to control everyone, he lost everything. Reputation, respect, and authority gone in a heartbeat. With the president gone, the community finally had a voice. They voted to disband the HOA, reclaiming control over their homes, their lives, and their freedom. John and Sarah's stand had sparked a revolution small but unstoppable. It started with a simple garden and ended with justice served. In the end, the lesson was clear. Stand up for what's right, and even the most entrenched systems will crumble. One voice can change everything. Inspired by true events. Always know your rights and never be intimidated by power. Some pay the price for their own arrogance. Some learn too late. That fear only travels one way back, to the one who wields it.